Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Wrecking Unreal. First of all, I would apologize to everyone. I haven't been able to upload videos recently. I got busy in some other things. So now we are going to start our new tutorial. This is a short tutorial for a cave scene. As you can see, we have this beautiful cave here and this sunlight coming inside this cave, and it looks good. And we have this foliage, and we have used this 3D mega scan assets, and it's looking good. Okay, so we will start our tutorial now. I will start from a blank level. For this, just open the content browser, go to the content, and just in this map folder I have already created this cave map. I'm going to create a new map from scratch. Just right click and just click on this level and name it cave 2. For me, you can just rename it to cave. Okay, and just double click on it. So this is our blank map. First of all, we need to put the lighting, the basic lighting setup for this map. For this, go to this windows, go to this environment light mixer, create skylight, create atmospheric light, create sky atmosphere, volumetric clouds, and height fog. And after that, just go down and select this volumetric fog and close this window. Okay, our basic lighting setup has been completed. First of all, you need to show the grid so we can create our landscape. This is our grid. We don't need to create a landscape because we are having a short cave for this tutorial, and for this we can use the shapes. You need to go to this plus sign, and then you need to go to this shapes and select this cube like this. Okay, just drag this down a bit. You can just drag it like this, move it down, make it bigger. This is the base for our cave. Just make it bigger like this. Just make sure that you have a large base for your cave, otherwise maybe you will end up having a very small base and you need to readjust everything, which is very painful. So you need to have a good large base. This seems pretty good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, okay. You can just duplicate this base like this. Duplicate another one like this. You can rotate it to the angle of 90. Like this. Okay, you can move it to your left to make the walls, and this one goes to the right like this. Now you need to select this wall and this one, both of these, and make a new copy. Just hold Alt and just move slightly like this, and you need to rotate it to the angle of 90. Like this. Move it here. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is our cave. We need to make sure that the lightning is totally blocked out and there is no way that lightning is coming into this cave. For this, just go out and you need to check your map. We can just increase its width like this a little bit, and for this as well. Okay, this seems pretty good. Okay, and for the lightning to come inside this cave, we need to move this top of it a little left, a little right, sorry, like this, and we need to move these walls down like this one, and just move this one like this. Okay, you can rotate your sun. You can just select your directional light and you can rotate it like this. Okay, just save your project, hit Ctrl and S, and you need to move this wall down as well. And you need to move this one a bit down. Okay, now we need to create an opening for this cave. For this, just copy this one like this and move this one here, and we have this beautiful opening to this cave. It's a bit small. We need to increase its size. We need to move it a bit back. Like this. Yeah, and you can rotate the sun by holding Ctrl and L. Okay, just save your project. Okay guys, we are done having the basic setup for this cave. We have created this small opening to this cave, and we have these walls all around, and it looks good. Okay, after that you need to save your project. Now we need to put the post process volume to this map. Just click on the plus sign, go to this visual effects, select this post process volume, and we need to change the metering mode. For this, go to the exposure and take this one, the metering mode, select to manual, and this is the exposure compensation. Take this one. As you can see, as we move it back and forth, there is no effect on our map. For example, if we set this value to 5 and we just move into this, it gets darker. For this, just go to this infinite, just type infinite inf. This is the infinite extend unbound. Just take this one, and now it will affect globally to our map. Now you need to go to this metering mode again. This is our metering mode, and just increase this to like 12, and yeah, now we have a constant value for this map. And it's important for our lighting setup that you have a constant value, so you can know exactly the effect of the lightning on your foliage and 3D assets. Okay, just save your project. Okay, now we need to texture these walls. For this, I will go to the content browser, mega scans. This is the surfaces and ground roots. You can download these surfaces from the Quixel bridge. You need to go to this plus sign, go to the Quixel bridge. It's pretty easy. I have already downloaded them, but it's not difficult for you to do that. Just type the name. For example, as I have this ground roots, you need to type this ground roots name in this Quixel bridge search bar here, and you will find it. And just make sure that you will download in the highest possible quality that your PC can handle. Okay, so this is the ground roots. This is our texture. select this one. This is our texture. Just put this texture to every wall here, to the base here, and it's like this. Okay, just save your project. Now we need to tweak this material, this texture. For this, open the content browser, go to this, click on this mi_ground roots, and this is the tiling offset. Just reset these values to default, any value you have, and you can set these values to 0.8 and 0.8, and now you will have a less tiling on your textures. Now you need to go down. This is the normal strength. Just select it to 40. I already selected to 40. The default value is 1, but you need to select this one to 40. Okay, anything higher than that will look so bad, so this is the most optimal value I have. So just save this one and close this one. Okay, now we need to add the 3D assets to our cave. We need to have stairs here, that is just coming down to this cave. For this, go to the content browser and go to the 3D assets and go to this Nordic beach rock formation and select this one. You can move the directional light. Like this. We can increase the exposure. We can just bring it down later on. For us to just have this 3D asset states properly, we can just increase this exposure to 15. Okay, or maybe 14. Okay, and you can decrease the fog. You need to go to the exponential height fog, and you can decrease the fog value to 0.01. Okay, yeah, it's look good. And this is our stairs. You need to move this here. We need to make the stairs for our cave like this. We can just bring it down. I'm just fast forwarding my video. I'm just having these 3D assets properly put up so we can have these stairs coming down from the cave. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, we're done having these stairs, these stair rocks for this cave. Now we need to add the 3D assets for these walls. I'm just fast forwarding my video. I'm doing the same thing I did for these stairs. Okay guys, let's save your project. You can texture these backside walls as well. I don't need to do that as I'm just focusing on these stairs, this cave and the environment outside. Okay, but you can. Okay, now we need to texture this base. First of all, we need to get rid of this grid. For this, go to this show and untick grid. Okay, and open the content browser, go to the Megascans 3D assets and go to this Tundra rock. You will find it in the quick fill bridge. Download it in the highest quality and just use this as your base. Okay, need to just increase its size like this, move it down and just copy it to your cave. Okay, we have completed having the 3D assets to these walls and to this floor, and we have these stairs, these rocky stairs just coming down, and now we need to add the foliage to our project. There is one important thing you should note, that maybe for the first time, if you use these 3D assets like these Nordic rocks, you will find the ugly shadows on your 3D assets. It's just some kind of a bug in this engine or something else. I don't know it frankly, but I do know the solution for that. So just don't worry if you come up with the ugly shadows issues on your 3D assets. Just go to this s_large Nordic static mesh, click this one, open it up, and here just try fall, and this is the fall target error. You just need to select this relative error, and the fallback relative error should be 0, and you just need to save this one, and you need to close this one, save this one as well, and you will be fine. You don't have any ugly shadows to this 3D assets. You can apply this method to any 3D assets in Unreal Engine and you will get rid of these ugly shadows. Now we need to add texture to this roof. For this, open the content browser, 3D assets, and for this one you need to go to this Nordic beach rocky ground. Just move it upside down and just move it up like this. And just paint it to the roof. Okay, just save your project. Okay, we are done having this beautiful roof of this cave. Now we need to add the foliage to this cave. For this, just open the content browser, go to the megascans, go to the 3D plants. I am using this blackberry foliage, this blackberry plants for this cave. You can download it from the quick page. Just go to the quick page and type in the search bar blackberry, and we will find these plants, and just download it in the highest possible quality, and then you will find this in your content browser right here. As you can see, select all the blackberries, this one and this one, and go to the foliage and just drop here like this. So these are all the plants we have. You can decrease the density to 50 and you can just paint it like this. Just save your project and go to the selection mode. Now we will use some console commands. For example, for the level of detail for this foliage, if you don't want to lose the level of detail for this foliage, you need to have a command in this console. So it doesn't matter if you zoom out as much as you can, you won't lose a single detail for your foliage. For this, just go to this console and you need to have this one, this foliage.force LOD 0, and you won't lose the detail for this foliage and it will look beautiful. And for this bloom effect here, go to the boss process volume, go to the boss process and go to this bloom, type this, select this one, standard. The intensity, you can increase the intensity here. I think the 2 is pretty good. You have a beautiful bloom in your map. Okay, And for the indirect lighting, this is the indirect lighting where the sun doesn't directly hit to the surface, is called the indirect lighting. If you want to increase the indirect lighting, go to the directional light and just type indirect here, and this is the indirect lighting intensity. You can increase it to 2, and as you can see, you will have a more indirect lighting in this cave, like this. Just save it. Okay, so there are 2 to 3 important things I do want to repeat. First of all, you need to have this console command, this one, foliage.force LOD 0, and then you won't lose any detail for the foliage. The second thing is that you may have the blurry or the ugly shadow issues with in your map, especially when you're using the 3D assets. For this, you need to select that 3D asset and go to the content browser like this. Just like this one, hold Control and B. This is the rock, for example. Just go here, and then you need to type fall, and you need to select this relative error, and the relative error should be 0. Save this one and save everything, and you will get rid of these ugly shadows. Okay, and there's another thing. If you want to change the color of your fog, for example, this is the exponential height fog. This is the exponential height fog. Just go down, you will find the volumetric fog. This is the volumetric fog. You can change the color of your fog like this. You can have this beautiful brownish tint to your fog. Just save your project. Go to the directional light, and then go to this, just type shaft, and just take this one, light shaft inclusion. It will look beautiful, and you can increase this value to 0.4 maybe, to just compensate the darkness that comes with the light shaft inclusion. You need to select this light shaft bloom and increase this bloom scale, and if you go here, you can see this beautiful chord rays here. You can decrease this brightness to 5 or maybe 3, and yeah, like this. And you can decrease this bloom scale to 2, and you need to save your project like this. Done with this, now you need to go to the project settings. You need to make sure that the ray tracing is on, just to make sure. Just try ray tracing, and just make sure that use hardware ray tracing when available is ticked, and support hardware ray tracing, ray trace shadows, texture LEDs, all are ticked. Just cross this one, and you are good to go. This is a short tutorial to have a beautiful cave like this. Okay, if you see a lot of darkness here, you can put a point light here. Just go to the lights, go to the point light, drag this one, and just drag this one like this, and you can just decrease its intensity to maybe 6 or maybe 4. Yeah, and you need to press G to hide all the icons, and yeah, it's looking beautiful now. I love it. You can go to the directional light, and you can just rotate it like this. I think the point light is way too intense. You can decrease it to 2. Yeah, that looks a bit good. Or you can just drag it a bit down. Yeah, just save your project. Okay guys, we're done building this cave. This is the short tutorial, and now we need to have our first shot. For this, just go to this windows. First of all, you need to add the sign camera act. Click this plus sign, go to the cinematic, and this is sign camera actor. Drag it to your scene and just right click on it, select snap object to view. Okay, and now you need to have a sequencer in your map. For this, click this sign, add level sequence. You can rename it to cave 01, save it. Okay, this is the sign camera actor. Go to the perspective, go to the sign camera actor, and then go to the this default cinematic viewport. Okay, you can just decrease it like this. You can just lower it down. And for the camera settings, go to the sign camera actor. You need to select this DSLR here, and for the zoom I will use the 30 mm, and for the focus you can use the tracking method. I like this tracking method here. Like if you want to track some object, it will look more clear and the back end will be bit blurry. You need to select this actor to track. Just click this one. For me is the S_Tundra rocky ground. Select this one, and as you can see, we have a good focus to this ground and it's just having a good effect for our sequence. I'm not going to use it for now. For me, I am just where is my sign camera actor? This is my sign camera actor. For me, I'm just trying to disable it, this focus method. Okay, and for the crop settings, there is no crop. Everything seems good. And for your first shot, it's pretty easy. You can just move it up like this. You need to move sign camera actor to your sequencer like this. Move it up. Okay, you can increase the frames. For example, if you want to 10 to 12 seconds video, you can increase the frames to 300, and then you can just drag it back like this from this side as well. And this is the start point, this is the end point. You can just drag this end point here. You need to left some frames for your warm-up and some frames for the starting. Okay, and then you need to just select this one and select linear. I always use the linear. You can check other ones as well. Just go down. This is this transform. Just click on this transform and then go to the very end of this video. Click here and just move your mouse like this, and then just go back and you can play your video like this. After that, just save this one and then go to this window, go to the cinematics, go to the movie render queue. If you don't find the movie render queue in your project, you can find it from here, the plugins. Just type movie render queue, just tick this both and restart your project, and then you will find this movie render queue in the cinematics movie render queue. Okay, just add here. This is our cave 01 and this is the settings we have. Just delete this JPG sequence, click this plus sign, settings, add anti-aliasing, and then add console variables, and then you need to add the game overrides and high resolution, and then you need to add the EXR sequence. Okay, and first of all you need to go to the anti-aliasing, and the temporal sample count should be 64. You can increase it to 1 to 8, but it will take a very long time to render. If your PC can handle 1 to 8, you can choose it to 1 to 8. Just override anti-aliasing, take this one. Use camera cut for warm-up, take this one. Render warm-up frames, take this one. You don't need to change anything here. This all seems good. Go to the high resolution, override subsurface scattering, blurry sample count should be 64, and this is the output. This is your output directory. This is your output resolution. You can use the 2K resolution or the 1440p resolution or the 4K resolution. You just need to type the resolution here, and you just need to click accept, and after that you just need to click this render local, and your video will start to render. And then you will find the EXR sequences for this project, for this scene, and you can use any software that supports the EXR, Adobe After Effects or something else that supports the EXR files, and you can have a MP4 output there. Okay guys, that's all for now. We have completed this short tutorial for this beautiful cave. I will be back with something new. If you have any suggestions for the next tutorial, you can just comment beneath this video. For example, I'm thinking to make a video game, like a zombie video game for you. It will be a bit complicated, but it will have a lot of fun and you will learn a lot. Or maybe I will go to the archive interiors for this Unreal Engine, and then maybe I will go to something else, but I'm just thinking for now. But you can just advise me and I will happily listen to your every advice. Thank you all for watching my video. Please do subscribe to my channel. I'm trying my best here, and you can give your feedbacks freely. Thank you all. Bye.